Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork. Today, we're going to have a nice practice. It's going to be a little bit of a deep practice, meaning we're going to get into all the layers of the abs today. So we're going to get deep into the transverse abdominis and then the higher layers as well, where you kind of think about the six pack, if you will. And we're also going to get into the lower body today, like the rear end and the legs. So we don't need any props today. However, if for comfort, you need a couple things, you can go ahead and bring those in. So I've got my little pad here that I like to use for roll-ups and roll-downs at the low part of the back. So if that's something you need, a folded hand towel will work just as well. Because we will be on hands and knees for the lower body segment, I'm going to use my folded blanket that I'm sitting on here for that knee comfort. We'll be there for a while. So if you need something for that, go ahead and bring it in. Otherwise, from here, let's sit nice and tall, zipping up that front body, ears, shoulders, and hips in alignment. Now from here, let's just take the chin to the chest. We'll get just a little bit of neck stretches in here. For no other reason, it just feels good. Good, and then we'll take that back to center. Let's take that all the way up. Go to your limit. So I have really good range of motion in my neck. This doesn't bother me. A lot of people, however, cannot come back this far. So you go where you can go. Notice a little stretch maybe right through here. And then coming back to center, left ear, left shoulder. Notice when you did that, if this shoulder came forward a little bit, if it did, can you take it back a little bit? You'll notice a deeper stretch right through here. And then we'll come back center, right ear, right shoulder. Again, notice what this shoulder did. Did it stay there? Did it come forward? If it did, come back a little bit. And then we'll come back up. Shoulders and chest stay forward. Only move the head. And we'll go to the left, keeping this front shoulder back. Okay. And we'll come back center. And we'll go to the right. Again, taking the shoulder back just a little bit. And coming center. Let's roll those shoulders out a little bit. And other direction. Good. Big inhale and reach. We're still zipped up nice and tall. We'll take that to the left. Reaching over as you're here. Breathe into the rib cage. Try to really expand it. Good. Get into those intercostal muscles, those muscles between the ribs. Those muscles not only help you breathe, they help you twist. They help you back bend. And then from here, we'll move through center. We'll take that back over and reach. And try to keep a long arm here too. So this gives you a little bit of a deeper connection down the side, a deeper stretch than just letting this go coming here. So really reach. And then we'll come back. We'll go again, taking that over. From here, you choose to stay here. You can open up to the back if that would feel good, or C-curve roll. So I'm tilting the pelvis back and I'm rolling forward here, forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. And I just like the way that this feels in my shoulder and my back here. And then I'm going to open up. I'm going to move right into the other side. And again, you choose staying here, opening up to the back, or finding that C-curve roll, forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. Try to expand the rib cage here. And we'll open up and we'll come back. Reach up nice and tall. Rotate towards the left. Arms come down. Rolling shoulders back. Looking behind you. So again, you want the twist to always be from the thoracic. Okay, so you never want to be down in the lumbar when we twist. That's a compensation point. Your low back also won't like that over time. So if you can't expand the rib cage on your twist, you've gone too far. And we'll come up and we'll go to the other side. Breathing. And once you're ready, we'll come back up and come back to center. Let's go right into all fours for some cat-cows. Cat-cows. You can bring in that knee cushion if you want it. No, I don't need it right now. but I will need it later. So I'm going to put my blanket over here to the side. So spreading the fingers nice and wide, rooting through the knuckles with pinky, pointer, and the thumb. Knees are going to be hip width apart or slightly wider. Tops of the feet are down. Belly button is in. We are protracted here, folks. So we are not here. So that's a retraction. It's going to be protracted. Think about protraction starts with a P. Pushing away from the floor starts with a P. So P, we're pushing away, we're protracted. Belly button is in, cat-cow. Inhale, chest forward, pelvis tilts back, looking up. Exhale, really round, looking towards the thighs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Really take that belly button in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Now from here, we're just going to sit back a little bit, little child's pose. Just going to walk my fingertips forward, getting that nice stretch here under the armpit. And I'm expanding my rib cage here as I breathe on my inhale. You'll also remember too, if you've got a wrist issue, cat-cow can also always be done on forearms. Coming to the floor is too much. Prop your forearms up with the yoga block or two. Good. And then from here, we're going to come back. So we're going to go to opposite arm, opposite leg balance. So again, I'm protracted. I'm pushing away. Let's start with the right leg. So I'm going to take that leg back. We'll get a little stretchy first. Pressing evenly into the big toe and pinky toe mound. I'm going to press back through that heel. We're going to let that right hip drop slightly. Belly button is in. Keep a little micro bend in the elbows here just so that they're not locked. We're still pushing away from the floor with the upper body. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll come back forward. You can keep this toe grounded if you need that. Stay a little bit of a lift or lift higher. Careful not to lift all the way up here. That causes the dip in the torso. We want to keep a nice long torso. Belly button is in. Hip, knee, and toe are pressing down. That's wrong. We're facing down, not pressing down. And when you're ready, press out of that right shoulder. Left arm comes up. Belly button is in. Nice and tight. Now you can stay here. You can take a break. Let's find some crunches here. Big inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1. Inhale, take that back. Exhale, crunch. 2. Inhale, take that back. Exhale, 3. Inhale, take that back. Exhale, 4. Inhale, take that back. Stay there or we'll crunch. Elbow and knee. Go opposite sides and reach. Twist as you crunch. And twist as we crunch. One more time. And twist as we reach, and take that down. Child's pose. Let's decompress that wrist just so it feels a little bit happier. We're going to take that right into the other side, planting those hands down, coming back to your wonderful tabletop position. From here, left leg's going to come back. I'm going to press evenly into the big toe and pinky toe mound of that foot, pressing back through the heel, letting the left hip drop slightly, pressing in and forward into the mat. Belly button is in. And from here, once you're ready, good. You'll shift forward, a little bit of a lift, maybe no higher than the hip. Belly button is in. Right arm comes forward. We're holding and we're breathing for right now. You're protracted, you're pushing away. And here we go with the crunches if you want them. 4 times through center. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Stay with those or we'll find it with the twisty. And twist. And inhale. And twist. And inhale. 2 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, 1 more. Exhale, twist. And reach. Bring that down. Child's pose. Decompress that other side. So I'm starting to feel nice and warm now. My heart rate's even coming up a little bit. So from here, once you're ready, we're going to take this right into pelvic tilting. So we're going to come onto our back here. If you can, Roll down to do so. You can do it with bent knees or long legs. Good. I'm just going to roll down there. Good. And then from here, good, I'm going to bend my knees. Good. Fix your clothes if you need to do that. And while you're here, before you do this, make your feet as wide as the mat, belly button is in, and get a nice windshield wiper. Just prepare that low back just a little bit more. If for no other reason, this also just feels really good. It hits a lot of tight areas for us. Good. And then from here, we'll come back in. So let's go to pelvic tilting first. So this is a forward and back rock of the pelvis, anterior and posterior tilting. So starting from your neutral, or where you think your neutral is, you may or may not have a little space under here. That's okay. And you want your pubic bone and your hip bone to be on that same plane. So you want to try to avoid one end being up, than the other. Okay. So be where you can be there as best as you can. Zip up. Good. Now we're going to go to a posterior tilt. So I'm going to rock my hips back. I'm closing that space, but I'm not jamming anything into my neck. So belly button is in. Kind of think about it almost as a little bit of a C curve, if you will. And then from here, we'll take that forward. Good. So now we're coming into a little bit more of a back bend and an arch. Careful not to arch so much that the low back doesn't like it. That's your anterior tilt. Posterior and anterior. And back and forward. And as you move here, consider we're not squeezing the glutes to make this happen. And we're not pushing into the feet. So you should be able to do this a little bit from here eventually. Okay. This is harder. It's doable, but in the beginning, you want to be here. Good. Now, from here, I'm going to change my cueing a little bit here for pelvic clock. So instead of giving you a clock face, I'm going to cue it as up, down, left, and right. Okay. But if numbers feel better for you, good. Then you can think about your belly button is your 12, kind of like you're looking down on a clock. Your pubic bone is your 6. Your left side is going to be your 3, and your right side is going to be your 9. Okay. So from here, we're going to zip up. So we're going to take that back and forward and back and forward. From here, take it back and pause. Now, very lightly, very deep transverse abdominis connection. Good. We're going to take it to the left, down, right, back, 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 pause. We're going to reverse that direction. Take it to the right, down, left, back, or up, and right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. I'm really feeling it. One more. Right, down, left, up. Now rock forward and back. Let head and neck rock with you. And see if you find a better neutral spine here. Okay, so we're going to go into bridging. We'll do a basic bridge. So I just rolled my shoulders back a little bit so I have a little bit more contact on the floor. Arms are at my side. Hips, knees, and toes are tracking. I don't want my feet to be too far away. And I don't want them to be too close to the glutes. And I'm hip width apart and parallel. I'm going to press into the feet, arms, and shoulders as I lift up. Pressing into the feet, pressing in the arms and shoulders. Lifting straight up and taking it straight down. Like that again. Pressing up and down. And one more time. Pressing up and down. Let's get that articulation, bone by bone lift, bone by bone lower if you can. Tilting back, peeling up through the sacrum, through the lumbar, through the rib cage, up to the mid back, lowering from the mid back, through the rib cage, through the lumbar, through the sacrum, and back to spinal neutral. Again, rocking back through the sacrum, through the lumbar, through the rib cage, to the mid back, lowering from the mid back, through the rib cage, through the lumbar, through the sacrum, and back down. Good. Now we're going to roll up like that again. We're going to add on as we're up there. Remember, bridging, head is forward. Don't turn the head right or left. We'll rock it back, doing that bone by bone, coming all the way into the bridge. Good. Now we're going to do a little bit of dipping here, dipping and squeezing. So we're going to lower the hips about halfway, squeeze the glutes and lift. Halfway down, squeeze and lift. Halfway down, squeeze and lift. Watch that leg alignment. Halfway down, squeeze and lift. Halfway down, squeeze and lift. Halfway down, squeeze and lift. One more. Halfway down, squeeze and lift, lift, lift. Woo. And lower that from the mid back, through the rib cage, through the lumbar, through the sacrum, and bring those knees into the chest. Woo. Give maybe yourself a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here. All right. Let's take this right into some toe taps. Toe taps. Get back into those abs. So knees are in tabletop position. Then we'll do single and double. So you want to keep the angle at the knee. Okay, so this is a right angle, 90-degree angle. We're going to keep that angle. So I'm not doing this. Okay, this is all from the hip. So I'm only changing the angle at the hip. So it's doing this. Okay, and then returning. So rolling shoulders back. Use your arms and shoulders as support if you need to. You're in that neutral spine, zipping up. Left side first from the hip. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, just relax. If that was enough of a challenge, we're going to go through and do that again. Those of you that want more challenge, we're going to double time it. So both legs are going to come together, same thing. Nothing changes here. We're only changing the angle from here. Rolling shoulders back. Use your arms and shoulders for stability. Belly button is in. Inhale. Exhale. Again, stay in that neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring that in and we'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to take the feet down here for a moment. We're going to continue on our abs here. We're going to go to a chest lift and then we're going to add on and make that a little bit more challenging. So feet can be to the ground here. I'm going to take my hands behind the head. So my elbows are out wide. My belly button is in. You can think about this as a crunch. Okay. So zipping up, we're staying in that neutral pelvis. Inhale, exhale. We're going to tuck the chin. Try to lift the shoulder blades off the mat. And you're looking to the thighs here. And then take that back down. Exhale, lift. And take it down. And lift. And take it down. And one more. And take it down. We're going to add rotation here. Left leg's going to come long. Inhale. Exhale, up and cross to the left. Elbow stays wide. And come all the way down. Inhale, exhale. I'm still trying to lift those shoulder blades off. And reach. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Good. Other side. Go right into it. Go 6. 7. Or wrong direction. 5. Or 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. I think that was the last one. Okay, take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do what you need to do. We're going to take it right into the hundreds. Feet can be down, tabletop, or legs long. Most challenge. Take the legs into your Pilates V stance. You can also tabletop and Pilates V as well if you want to go there. I'm going to do long legs, so I'm going to prep, knees and tabletop. My arms are up. I'm zipping up. Good. Exhale, I'm going to lift up. I want those shoulder blades up and off the floor. Reach long and strong. Take your legs where you're going to take them. Start pumping those arms from the shoulders. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift the chest higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Lift higher, reach deeper. Whoo! And take that down. And we'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here. It's time for a twist, I think. So let's take the arms out, knees and tabletop. Bring those knees over to the left. Look to the right. To keep right shoulder down. That feels good after that series. And breathing. Head will come back to center, one leg at a time, coming back to center. Let's take those knees over to the right, looking to the left, breathing, expanding. And when you're ready, we're going to come back. Now, this next one is not a Pilates move, technically, but it's a good one to do for here, so I'm going to bring it in. We're going to do crunches and reverse crunches. Our legs are going to be up towards the ceiling. And while we're here, just point and flex through the feet. Just good ankle mobility exercise here, rolling those ankles in one direction and then the other. Good. So from here, hands behind the head. Good. So we're going to start 6, we'll go to 4, and then we'll go to 2. So here we go. Starting with the crunches, zip up that front body. Here we go. Really lift that upper body, lift the shoulder blades off. We go 6, 5, exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse crunch. You can bend the knees and go back or keep the legs up. You're going to kind of press in the upper body. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands behind the head. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse crunch. 1, 2. Try not to swing the leg. 3 and 4. If you've had surgeries down here in the lower abdomen or have had babies, you're going to really feel that in that spot. Hands behind the head. Here we go. Go 1 and 2. These are getting tough. And last 2. 1 and 2. Woo! Rock, rock, side to side. Let's go to single leg stretch. Single leg stretch. Knees in tabletop position. Arms up. Inhale, exhale. Lift up. Right leg is long. Left knee's coming in. I'm really pulling in. I'm really stretching long. I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades off the floor. Hips don't move. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Taking that down. Single straight leg stretch. Legs are going to come up. We'll grab behind that left leg. You can grab anywhere along here. This leg's going to come long. What's really hard, including for me, is when we pulse this leg, we're not pulsing this leg. Okay? Hard habit pattern to get out of, but just be mindful. So we'll start up. Good. Lifting up those shoulder blades. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Woo! I'm feeling it in my abs. I hope you are too. I'm starting to build a little glow here across my forehead. Double leg stretch, double leg stretch. So I like to start this one, knees in, exhale up. Good. Parallel is going to be easier. External rotation, that Pilates V is going to be a little bit more harder. So you find yours. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring that down. Roll over to your side, roll over to your belly. We're going to stretch the abdominal wall with a nice one here. So from here, legs are about hip width apart, taking the hands a little forward and to the side, belly button is in, finding a baby swan. You can take this up as high as you are able, as long as you're not crunching the low back. Woo, that feels good. And when you're ready, we're going to come down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here, turn back over onto your back, and we're going to come to some stretches. So getting the hamstring stretch. Now, they got a little bit of a stretch here a while ago in single straight leg stretch, but we're going to spend a little bit more time here. Starting with the left side, your right knee can be bent or that right leg can be long, whatever feels good onto your back. Let those hands travel up as high as you can go. You flex the foot, you'll get a deeper stretch in the back of the body. If your right leg is long, really reach to that right side. Good, big breath here. Maybe take the heart rate down just a little bit. Good, now from here, if you're able, and a lot of this is going to depend on where you can reach. You can have your hand anywhere along the outside. You can grab the outside of the foot. You can take a yogi toe. Both hips are grounded. Take that leg out to the left. So a nice inner thigh stretch there. You're still reaching through that right side if that leg is long. When you're ready, we'll come back up. Good, bending that knee. Good, and just get that little stretch over this way. It's okay for this hip to come up a little bit. Good, so we're gonna come back. So we're gonna go into our circles here. So this is core and range of motion in this hip. So their core work to keep your hips from rocking side to side. Take a smaller circle if you need that. Otherwise, see how big you can make your circle while you are in control. If your hips are rocking side to side, you're not in control. So be in control. Zipping up, rolling shoulders back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we will switch sides. So left knee can be bent or left leg can be long. Take your hands behind that right leg and travel up as high as you can go. Again, if you take your foot or your toes rather towards your face, you're going to get a deeper stretch down that back side of the leg. Upper body stays grounded here. And then once you're ready, good. Find the grip that you need for the outside of this leg. Both hips are grounded. Take that leg out. Find that nice inner thigh stretch. You're also stretching the hamstring in a slightly different way, different angle. And when you're ready, we'll bring that back up, bending that knee. Good. Just getting that nice little IT band stretch here of the outer hip, outer thigh. When you're ready, we'll take circles here. So I'm going to come out just a little bit here just so that I don't hit my wall, which I am often prone to do. Good. So again, you choose where you're in control. Is it a small circle or a large circle? Belly button is in, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we'll bend in the knees and rock side to side. Okay. From here, we're going to roll like a ball. We're going to do this 6 times, coming up to a seat. So you can grab your shins or behind here. If you're grabbing here, try not to rock the feet around. Really tap into the core and the breath. So here we go. When you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Could you come up and find a little balance there? Zip up, find the balance. Find the balance. Good. Let's take the legs out wide and we'll find a stretch here. Just walk the hands forward, keeping a nice long back. Stop where your body needs you to stop. And your toes, knees, and hips are also facing the ceiling. So we don't want them to turn inward. Just kind of find that nice stretch. Nice long spine. So if you find yourself doing this, take your chest forward like you're trying to do a cow pose here, and that will help you get some length. When you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. I'm going to bring my feet about as wide as the mat. We're going to go into a short thaw series here because this also involves the core. It involves twisting. And remember, your core also involves the back. So yes, we want a strong front, but we also want a nice pliable back as well. Leave a little bend here in the knees if you need to. Arms are forward. We're peeling off an imaginary wall here, folks. I'm going to start from crown to tail. I'm scooping in that belly button. I'm rounding. I'm going to where I can go. Ideally, you want to come to the point where your ears and your biceps meet. That's not where you are. Go where you can go. And then from the tailbone, we're going to stack bone by bone on top of each other. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Nodding. Scooping. And stacking. Good. From here, hands behind the head. We're going to side bend. So you're squeezing the low rib cage and the top of the hip together here. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows are out. And we'll go 1 and 2. This feels good. Let's just do a 3 and a 4. Good. From here, and we're going to rotate. We'll keep the hands right here. I'm going to rotate towards my left, center, right, center, hips stay down, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center. One more time. Left, center, right, center. Here we go into this all. I'm going to rotate to my left. I'm going to reach and round. I'm going to stack as I come back to center. Rotate. Round as you reach. Stack as you come back center. Rotate. Round and reach. Stack as you come back center. Rotate. Round and reach. Hips are anchored and soft. And coming back up. Good. Let's practice open leg rocker. Open leg rocker. So we stretched out this area pretty good. And we have rolling like a ball. So I'm going to give you a couple options here. If you know that you just want to practice the balance, you can kind of hold on to the shins or the legs, nice long back, and practice that balance. Okay? Good. Otherwise, you can rock with me. C-curve scooping. Here's 1, 2, 3. Fight for it. And 4. Woo! And once you're ready, let's go into roll up and roll down. So not all of you will need this, but some of us are a little bit older, might like the comfort of it. So I like this folded little mat that I put right at the lumbar. Okay, I'm just going to kind of come down here just to make sure that I've got it in the right spot. Everybody's going to be in a slightly different spot here, so I'm just going to spot check that. Good. That seems to be a good spot there. Okay, so You can practice these with knees bent, rolling back and holding on. You can do the same thing, letting go. You can do what I just did here, going to your point of control and coming back up, or you can go all the way down with me and all the way up. So from here, when you're ready, tilting the pelvis back, I'm scooping in that belly button, and I'm gonna roll. And I'm trying to keep my shoulders away from the ears here too, and coming back. Inhale, exhale, coming up. Good. So you wanna try to always come up through center. You don't want to whip your arms up. That's momentum. You're not doing anything for your abs or your core. Inhale, exhale. Look towards the toes as soon as you can. And 2 more times. Good. Coming back 1 more time. And coming forward. Good. And we'll roll that back so you can remove your pad. Okay. Now we're going to go into double straight leg stretch. Double straight leg stretch. Different things for different people. You can have your hands under your hips. That can help the pelvis a little bit from rocking back and forth. You can have, oh, everybody's going to have their legs up. Parallel is easier than the Pilates V. Okay. The upper body can be grounded or you can be lifted. Okay. This is going to be the hardest one. So I'm going to come up here. Again, I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades off the floor. My legs are zipped up together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that safe neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we'll take this down. Good. Now, we're going to build on that with some hip circles. I am going to sit on my hands for this one and rolling my shoulders back. My legs are going to be up. So we're just going to take the legs together and draw some circles. Watch your safe neutral. So I'm going to go to the left, circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Bending in those knees. And we're going to go into crisscross, 8 on each side. So that'll be a 16 count total, depending on how you're keeping count. Hands are going to come behind the head. Elbows are out wide. Lead with the shoulder, not with the elbow. Okay, we want to lead with the shoulder so we get more into the obliques, that waistline. So here we go. Inhale, exhale. Whoops, there we go. 1, 2, get the shoulder blades up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo. And taking that down. All right, from here, when you're ready, roll over onto your side, press yourself up. We're gonna come to all fours. We're gonna start working with our leg work now. So if you need your knee cushion, like I do, because this is gonna be a long set, bring that in. Good. So we're gonna do this from all fours, and just like I said, this is gonna be a long set here. So if you need to take your forearms down to the floor or to some yoga blocks at any time, honor yourself and do that. I know my ponytail's coming out. I'm just gonna take it out. Okay, so from here, when you're ready, take this down, press away, belly button is in. I'm gonna take the right leg back. Good. Now from here, just a little bit of a point. I'm going to squeeze that glute as I lift, no higher than the hip. 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 4 little circles in each direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Abduct and adduct. Out. Cross the midline. Out. Cross midline. Out. Cross midline. Out. Cross midline. Bending that knee. Flexing that foot. And here we go with the kick. Squeeze and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now taking that to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Coming on to the belly. So we're going to go into swan here again. Taking hands a little forward, rolling shoulders back when you're ready. Finding a baby swan, a medium or a high swan. And we'll take that back down. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Taking that back up. And taking that back down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Press back, little child pose here. And we get to do that all again on the other side. So from here, when you're ready, find your all fours. Belly button is in. Good. Left leg's going to be out. When you're ready, we're going to squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Abs are in reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Add an abductor. Out and cross. Out and cross. Out and cross. Out and cross. Bend that knee, flex that foot. Squeeze that glute. 1, straight up to the ceiling. 2, don't arch the back. 3, 4, good. Take it out to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that down, child's pose. From here, when you're ready, we're going to come onto our back. Let's get just a little bit of a figure 4 in here. I'm going to remove my blanket for knee cushion. So just a little bit of a stretch for that hip. Doesn't matter what side you start with. I'm happy to start with the right side. Pull that in. Oh, that feels so good. So I'm back to working up my little glow again. I hope you are too. Let's take that to the other side. Find your figure 4. Yours may not look like mine. And when you're ready, we're going to go into a plank series. So we're going to do a lifted traditional plank, then we're going to side plank, then we're going to come back and plank, and do the other side in that plank. So this series can be done on the forearm or up high on the hand. So you get to choose what you would like to do, okay? Let me give you a few modifications here because we're going to kind of move through this pretty quickly. So you can do a knee down plank. From the knee down plank, if you're going to go to the knee down side plank, this is what you're going to look like here or here, and then you'll come back knee down. Same thing if you're on the forearm. Here's your forearm plank. Good. Your knee down forearm plank, and then come back. Okay. Otherwise, everything else is going to be lifted with the knees. Okay. So when you're ready, forearms or up on the hands, find your plank. Find a nice plank. Find the length in your plank. This is not a plank. This is a downward facing dog. Find your plank. Drop the knees if needed. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right side, side plank. Find yours. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to plank, plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left side plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank, plank. Last 10, 5, or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, held pose. Woo! Whenever you're ready, we're going to find a downward facing dog here. We're going to make our way to standing. All right, and then once you're ready, move forward. Good. I'm going to find that nice down dog. Press back towards the hips. Find that nice stretch down the back of the leg. Breathe and expand. Elbows are facing the ceiling here. Strong shoulder girdle. Good. Now from here with a little bend in the knees, we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Stop the hips over the ankles. Press into the feet from hip to heel, from the tailbone. You're going to round bone by bone as you stack. Your legs are taking the load, not the back, as you come up. That's why we press down into the feet and rolling back up. Good. Let's take that roll down. Inhale. Exhale, peeling off that imaginary wall. C-curve scooping. Better to bend the knees and to hinge the hips back. Arms are just hanging there. Going down to where you can need to go. Pressing through the legs and the feet. Rounding all the way up. All the way up. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. This is a great one to do to help with posture. Standing tall. You can walk tall. Sit tall. Rolling shoulders back. Like taking the arms up. Open the chest just a little bit here. A little bit of a back bend. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, rolling shoulders back. Let's take a big inhale and reach. Exhale. Get a nice side bend over. Then try not to shift the hip. And come up. Other side. Reaching. And coming up. Good. Final twist if you want to take it. This is going to be a balance challenge. I'm going to balance on the left side, picking up this knee, maybe crossing over, maybe just a little bit of a twist. You can keep both feet grounded and still take the twist if you want it. And then coming back center. Other side. Good. Moving nice and slow. And then coming back to center, taking the feet out hip width apart. Let's just do one knee bend. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, bend the knees. Press through those feet, coming all the way up. Good. Turning palms away. Grow taller from crown to tail as you bring those arms down. Way to go. You made it through this mat work class. I hope you worked up a little bit of glow. Hope you're feeling those abs and those rear ends. And hope to see you again really soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.